What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again. Another episode of the Celebrity Jump. Guys, I've been getting a lot of emails about this particular situation. Your girl Patrice Cullors. I have no idea who she is until yesterday. And to be honest, I don't care. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. I don't know who these people are. I think a lot of these liberals, they're setting the black community back. So I just really don't give a shit. I just don't. Right?
Okay.
But for those of you who do know her, she is one of these Black Lives Matters activists. Now, for those of you who know about Black Lives Matter and BLM, I've already been through that kind of thing on my channel. I'm not a Black Lives Matter supporter. And the reason why is because I think Black Lives Matter is too tied into the other movements, okay? And also, I believe she is married to a lady, so that will make her an LGBT. Like I said, it doesn't really matter to me, but you do what you want to do. And I know that like BLM is started by at least 3 women who are LGBT. Not that means anything, but I do also believe that a lot of BLM is tied up into a lot of other things with helping other groups, whether it be racial or what other kind of political ideologies. And I just don't think that this is something that's clearly for blacks, right? And I think that Black Lives Matter doesn't need to be tied up into other ideologies, especially the main one, which is being funded by non-blacks. But it's another argument. We'll keep it as it is. Patrice here, who's one of the co-founders, has recently went on a real estate buying binge, which 4 of those are $3.2 million in the U.S. alone. Now, she also enjoys property in the Bahamas, from what I understand, are looking to buy there, luxury townhouses, and she bought a $1.4 million home back in Los Angeles. Okay, now 2,370 square feet. Right now, the other people, fellow activists, have been taken aback from these real estate revelations. Now, she goes around calling herself a socialist. All right, which is what a lot of liberals, those that are really, really on the left are kind of like that. But look at how they're living. Okay. All right. Now, her wife also, it looks like, has also been on some of these properties. Okay, they wanted to have a 3.2 rural acre farm in Cullors, Georgia, but also a home in Inglewood, right? And so they're doing a lot of different stuff. Now, let's just say, for example, is money stolen? I probably wouldn't think that it's stolen. The reason why I don't think it's stolen, I think that money is coming from Soros. It could be, I don't know. But it just goes to show you that there has to be some sort of corruption. Just because the money isn't stolen doesn't mean it isn't corruption, right? Could be somebody taking bribes, somebody taking payouts to do things. And I think that it's not about the people, okay? It's not about the people, right? This hasn't been there's also been a problem with this in Atlanta. You guys remember this particular guy, Tyree Connors Page, okay, who is under a 4-count indictment. Sir Major Page, which he calls himself, he defrauded donors out of $450,000, and then started buying houses himself. See, let me just talk about Black Lives Matter, and those at the top. See, these people, in my estimation, they don't really want to do any work, okay? See, the real work for the black community comes with economics. So many liberals and socialists want someone to give them something so they can get something for free, which is what you're seeing right here. What you're seeing is they're getting stuff for free. They're not doing anything. They never worked for this money because they didn't get any money until they started Black Lives Matter. How are you benefiting from black men dying in the street? You are getting money from black men dying in the street. Even Mike Brown's family Trayvon Martin's family is not benefiting from you. You're buying houses based on black men dying in the street. But see, the reality is that black people, if they really want black people in America to stop dying, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to get out there and lobby your government, and you're going to have to bring your own money to the table instead of asking the white man to bring his money to the table, so that the people at the top can then take the money from the white donors and live by the white people that they're complaining about. You see, because see, people always complain about lack of opportunity, but you don't want to work. You know, you complain about the lack of situationships there, but you don't want to work. This is no different with these ladies. In my honest opinion, if what is to come out to them would be true, that's what we're talking about. And this is black leadership as a whole. We need to set the expectations for black people, because we're telling black people, oh, you don't have any money, we're poor, we're broke, we need rights changed. And then the people who are saying that at the top are getting paid. They're getting rich off the black struggle, while blacks are still suffering. They're buying properties by the thousands while blacks are still suffering. They're getting rich, blacks are still suffering. But you don't want to tell blacks that we need to do it for ourselves. We need to fund our own agendas, because when Soros and the non-blacks write the checks, you want to cash those checks to go out there and buy stuff for yourself because you don't want to work. That's why I can't really have a lot of respect for BLM as much, because it's not our people funding this. See, black people have to fund their own stuff. Okay? You want to do it, you want to make the money doing it, you need to fund it. End of story. Right? Your issues, you need to fund it. The white man can't fund your issues. We know how that ends. If our people cannot make money, if our people cannot rise, if our people cannot do these things, what we're going to do is having people telling us that we're victims while the people at the top are getting paid. While the people at the top are getting money. Okay? That's the issue. That's the problem. You know, then you have all these people talking about, that, obesity is racism and all kind of ridiculous things. I mean, how often are you going to continue to hit the black race back with buffoonery? How often are you going to keep setting black people back with stupidity? How often are you going to continue to do this to our group? Having our people suffer behind foolishness and then complaining about the same group of people that you're trying to live by. See, here's something. Use black dollars to support black issues, to support black businesses, to try to set up black ecosystems. Not talking about black issues to make white people feel bad, to get their money to go live by them. That's what black leadership is doing. Okay? What we need is black money to build up black businesses, to bring black people together, to bring black men and women together, to build black ecosystems. And see, for me, it's not for sale. It isn't. That's the work that we got to do. I don't care if we get 50 goddamn dollars. It's 50 of our own dollars. We're going to take that 50 of our own dollars and then we're going to make something of it. Soros, you can keep it. Even on my channel, there are people, and I'm going to say this real quick. This is not me mean. Folks want to know why I'm not as big as some of the other people in on YouTube. Despite that I have talent. I'll tell you, I only create content solely for African Americans in the Pan-African community. I don't want help from other groups. Now that you can't write it, I don't want help. Because see, I'm not for sale for you. I don't even want women that donate, to be honest. I could care less if women donate to me. My channel is for black men. I don't even need their help. Because if black men, I might not agree to this with Obsidian, if you don't support what I do, I don't need you to be in business. Now, my other channel, that's different. This one, no. And if black people are not intelligent enough to understand that we don't need their help, why are we always running to them getting their money? We don't need their help. We got enough money and enough ingenuity to do it for ourselves. So we don't need their help. We got enough money as it is. We can do it ourselves. But you tell the black community that it's too hard. So we have to keep lying to our people, telling them that they need to do this. Then the people at the top are taking your money and then they're going out there scamming. Selling the black man down the drain because he's getting killed by the police. Benefiting off of black dysfunction. How much longer are we going to continue to do that? When will our people get out of doing it? That doesn't make any damn sense. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.